The final showdown takes place between Sammie and Remick following Grace's selfish blunder. Literally staring death in the face, Sammie defaults to Christianity at the 11th hour and starts reciting the Lord's Prayer. While making peace with his maker and searching for undeserved grace, as we all do, Remick surprisingly joins him in the prayer, affirming that it was the same mechanism used on him and his people, and that though he despised it, the words did bring him comfort. Now, much has been made of Sammie's implementation of the Lord's Prayer as his last-ditch chance at survival through salvation, many surmising that it didn't work due to it being foreign to his culture. However, nothing can be further from the truth with greater understanding of that near-fatal moment. The Lord's Prayer was taught to the disciples by Jesus himself. Disciples of God have used it in the centuries since. Sammie, though familiar with Christianity via his father, denied submitting to the will of God fully, his heart not residing with the Lord, but with blues music instead, which is why the prayer alone didn't vanquish Remick in their final bout. However, it did provide Sammie enough time for Smoke to save his life by stabbing Remick in the heart with a wooden stake, ending his evil reign. Thus, although the prayer wasn't answered by God on the surface, it was acknowledged by God through the mercy Sammie received by reciting it. Also, Sammie, like many people throughout the world, finally chose to submit to God only when he was in a world of irreversible trouble. Then, he ultimately chose to turn away from God after being saved from that trouble. Again, he acknowledged that he wasn't truly submitted to God's will, but only choosing to use God's power when it was convenient for him, when he found himself in a divine bind that demanded supernatural deliverance via the mercies of Jesus Christ, who he never calls by name.